This is Brickhead Boy Toy Reviews, and this is a package from AliExpress. Here's a package opened up, and here's instruction book Qman 22015 plus minifigs times 5 and 829 pieces. Thunder Mission Special Elite. So the name of the set is Thunder Tank Transport, and look at those minifigures, hideous. But I got this for $42, and it took about 2 weeks to ship to the USA from China. And Qman, which is Enlighten, pretty good brand. So in here, there are some stickers, and here are the rubber tracks. Let's build it. And here's a set complete. There's your complete set. You have your tank, your platform, and the prime mover, and 5 minifigs, along with your weapons. You have your brick separator, and extra pieces. Quite a bit of extra pieces, and also this was an extra minifigure body, but no head and no helmet, so that's great. I could use this for something else, or I could just include this with a tank and replace all their heads with a different, more common head than what they have now. But anyways, here's your spent plastic pieces and leftover sticker sheet. I use all the stickers, and there are 33 total stickers in this set. You also have an assembly instructions for the cannon itself, and here's your instruction book. Instructions were easy to follow, typical building instructions with the pieces you need and the quantity, so works out well. What helps out too is the numbered bags, which makes this modular, so you don't have to just take all the pieces out, you just work bag by bag. I like that. And at the back of the instruction book, there are other sets as well in the same series. And look at this giant tank, which is not so giant. You have multi-barrel rocket launcher, and that's the set I got. Heavy armored vehicle, and so forth. So those are your sets in the series. Here are the weapons included, and if you also add 2 from the leftover pieces, you could include this as a weapon, this little pistol as well. But there they are, and you have a tripod for your machine gun, which is on the tank. So the weapons are pretty detailed. So on to the minifigures. The detailing is pretty well done on the body. The heads are cartoonishly cute, which to me, I don't really like them. They're just too child looking. But the print is very good. Also, too, a lady has an accessory, a bag, and then these goggles can flip down. This is what they look like without their helmets and hair, so looks pretty bad. You can't have them being bald. It just exposes too much of their head. So only the back torso has printing, no leg printing, and the nurse actually has printing on the arm. That's pretty much it with these minifigs. And just for size comparison, here's a Lego minifig to the Qman Enlighten one. Fortunately, the heads are swappable, so with these Enlighten Qman minifigs, I'm probably going to replace the heads with just the normal sized Lego ones. flesh tone, of course, because I just don't like these. They're cute, but they just look hideous to me. That's just my opinion. I don't like them at all. So here's a truck detached from the trailer, and I had to just take it apart. This thing here is so hard to take off. I just decided to break it off, and it's not supposed to come off once you put it together. So, but anyways, let's take a look at this. The truck itself is 10 studs wide, but with the mud guards and wheels sticking out, it makes it 12 studs. In my opinion, it looks too wide. It's too stubby, too wide, and too short. Should be a bit narrower. Details include, I don't know what that is, some container for liquid or something, but you have a fuel container here, rear lights, and you have a winch with no rope. You do have a couple tools, pickaxe and a hammer, and kind of hard to take off. It's too firmly, the clutch is too tight, so not that friendly to play with. You have a ladder on the side to get up here, and stickers, of course. It's probably a hatch, and you have a side mirror. Nice with the grill and lights on top, another side mirror. So just an annoying flaw as I was building this, these fuel containers kept on coming off really easy as I was building it. Besides that, this vehicle is pretty hollow. I mean, you can open this up to put your minifig in. Of course, you have a door. Let's try putting your minifig inside. And despite the minifigures having abnormally big heads, there's still lots of room in here, which I'm surprised. Forgot to mention too about the minifigs, the hands. So they do have a thumb. It's unlike Lego minifigs. The hands are more detailed than these ones, more realistic. But anyways, back to the interior. You have a chair and a console. Of course, sticker and steering wheel. That's the interior. And here's the trailer. It's not supposed to be separated from the truck. So it's supposed to attach to the truck and not be on by itself, because nothing is supporting it. And you can see by the looks of it, they use the most minimum pieces as possible to build this trailer, this platform. And you can see it's warping. There's not much support for the structure on the bottom, and that's what you get on the bottom, just like that. Not much. You can already see some of the pieces are kind of coming off. By the way, these are just plates, 1x8, so very simply made, cheaply made, I should say. Pretty much the only function is it rolls and you can put these down. That's pretty much it. But let's put these back, this trailer back with the truck. And there it is. Now let's take a look at the tank. Here's a tank. I think it's based on a Leopard 2 A7. That's just my opinion. The tank itself is very hollow, cheaply made. They, again, use the most minimum pieces as possible to make this tank. And for such a big set, it only has 829 pieces, but the majority of the pieces are on this tank. Also, too, the tank uses the most stickers. On detail, you have basically 2 ropes on each side that go to the back. And you have your mud guards with your grill in the back. Nice detailing. You have a backpack, too. And your smoke dispensers on the side. On the front, you just have some headlights. And lots of stickers here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 stickers on these, plus another 5, and then you have stickers everywhere else here. So lots and lots of stickers for this tank. On the top, you have a light and your machine gun. You do have a couple hatches which open. And in order to open this, you have to move the gun out of the way, position it back. One more thing, I like how this is built. I don't know what that is, but the turret can rotate a 360, and there is also a couple play features. One is there's a knob in the back which you can freely rotate the turret. Pretty quick, actually. I'm surprised. And your cannon can depress unrealistically downwards. And wow, that's impossible, huh? So straight up in the air, plus more. Also, too, there's a play feature. There's only one projectile, so you just press this button here, and it shoots projectile. The projectile is actually kind of weak, so it doesn't shoot too far, and I'm surprised there's only one of these. Usually sets like this would have at least one or two extra, but none for this set. So here are the minifigs inside their hatches, and that's what it looks like. And by the way, these minifigs do kind of remind me a little bit of Bound Bow minifigs for some reason, probably the big heads. But let's see how well this tank can roll. Very well. These seem like good quality rubber tracks, so hopefully I'm not wrong and it lasts a while. You never know with these tracks. Sometimes they last a decade or two, sometimes they last a year. So I'm hoping this will last the longer one. Let's look at your trailer. Put the ramps down and drive your tank up. Come up there. And there's your tank on the trailer. One thing wrong is very unrealistic the way the trailer attaches. It's not going over the wheel, so realistically the tank being overweight would just flip this truck up because of the weight. Again, you could see too the platform's warping again, so not enough structure to hold it up. Push down. Oh, that sucks, doesn't it? There's your trailer. Right now, 5 seconds later. And now, let's conclude this review. So I got this set for $42, and it contains 829 pieces with 5 minifigs, a few weapons, and a brick separator. So for the mass of what you get a big tank, a truck, and trailer. So those right there by itself takes up a lot of space. So if you want a set that just takes up a lot of space and looks decent, this is the set for you. However, as far as the quality goes on the builds, like I said, the designer used the minimum pieces as possible, and there's quite a big pieces, but structurally it's not so sound. Like the trailer itself just falls apart. There's no structure. The truck itself just looks plain and bulky, but it's big. And the tank itself is, in my opinion, ugly, but it serves its purpose, and it does have a couple of play features. So the quality of Enlighten Qman is decent. They're good blocks. I've reviewed lots before, and to me they're a mix between Kobe and Lego. More like Kobe, just the feel of it. But the set itself, like I said, is just not built that strongly. So you get the trailer falling apart really easy, and I could see the tank falling apart as well as with the truck. So the question is, $42 worth it? It depends on what you're looking for. Like I said, if you're looking for a lot of bulk, this is it. A lot in the set. But if you're looking for something more detailed and less space, then this is probably not for you. For me, though, it is somewhat worth it, even though I don't have the place to put it. It is a pretty decent set for what you get, but in my situation, I have to be more picky about buying certain sets and kits. But I hope this review helps on your decision. If you have the place to put it, then definitely I think it's worth it, despite the flaws on this set. It's Brickhead Boy. Thanks for watching.